स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जाय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जाय। प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन की जाय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जाय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जाय। श्री जमुनामाय गंगामाय भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जाय। शिला प्रभुपाद की जाय। गौर Brahmananda Hari Bol. All glory is the sum devotee. All glory is the sum devotees. All glory is the sum devotees. Jai Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 14, Text 31, The Disappearance of Lord Krishna. Susenash Chardeshnas Cha Shambho Jambavati Sutta Anye Cha Karshni Paravara Saputra Rishabhadaya Susenas Charudeshnas Shambho Jambavati Sutaha Anye Cha Karshni Anye Cha Karshni Prabhara Saputra Rishabhadayaha Susheshnas Chardeshnas Cha Shambho Jambavati Sutaha Anye Cha Karshni Parabhara Saputra Rishabhadayaha Suseshna Chardeshnas Cha Shambho Jambavati Sutaha Anye Cha Karshni Prabharaha Saputra Rishabhadaya Sushenas Chardeshnas Cha Mukti Sutta Anye Cha Karshni Pavaraha Rishabh Sushenas Chardeshnas Cha Shambho Jambavati Sutaha Anye Cha Karshni Prabhara Saputra Rishabhadayaha Sushenas Chardeshnas Cha Shambho Jambavati Sutaha Anye Cha Karshni Prabhara Sabhadramaya Deshnas Cha Sutta Anye Cha Karshni Prabhara Sura Rishabhadayaha Sushenashcharadeshnascha Sambho Jambavati Sutaha Nicha Parshni Pravara Sura Rishabhadayaha Sushenashcharadeshnascha Sambho Jambavati Sutaha Anyecha Karshni Pravara Saputra Rishabhadayaha Sushenashcharadeshnascha Sambho Jambavati Sutaha Anyecha Karshni Pravara Saputra Rishabhadayaha Mataji Sainascha Charadesnascha Matajis. Shushena Shushena Charudeshna Charudeshna Cha also and Shamba Samba Jambavati Sutta the son of Jambavati Anye others Cha also Karshni the sons of Lord Krishna Pravara all chieftains Saputra along with their sons Rishabha Adaya etc. Are all the chieftain sons of Lord Krishna, such as Sushena, Charudeshna, Shamba, the son of Jambavati, and Rishab, along with their sons, all doing well? Purport. As already mentioned, Lord Krishna married 16,108 wives, and each of them had 10 sons. Therefore, 16,108 times 10 equals 161,080 sons. They all grew up, and each of them had as many sons as their father, and the whole aggregate was something near 1,610,800 family members of the Lord. The Lord is the Father of all living beings, who are countless in number. Therefore, only a few of them are called to associate with the Lord in his transcendental pastimes as the Lord of Dwarka on this earth. It is not astonishing that the Lord maintained a visible family consisting of so many members. It is better to refrain from comparing the Lord's position to ours, and it becomes a simple truth as soon as we understand at least a partial calculation of the Lord's transcendental position. King Yudhisthira, while inquiring about the Lord's sons and grandsons at Dwarka, mentioned only the chieftains amongst them. For it was impossible for him to remember all the names of the Lord's family members. Sushenas charudeshnas cha shambho jambavati sutaha anye chakarshni pravara saputra rishabha dayaha. Are all the chieftain sons of Lord Krishna, such as Sushena, Charudeshna, Shamba, the son of Jambavati, and Rishab, along with their sons, all doing well? Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. So here, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada points out, it is better to refrain from comparing the Lord's position to ours. And it becomes a simple truth as soon as we understand at least a partial calculation of the Lord's transcendental position. So, of course, everyone is always comparing themselves with everyone else. We like to compare. How do I fare up to this one, to that one? But one should, Srila Prabhupada points out, not compare oneself to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is transcendental. He is the large and we are the small. He is completely transcendental and we are minute. He is infinitesimal and we are finitesimal. Srila Prabhupada said that Lord Krishna is infinitesimal and we are finitesimal. Krishna is infinitesimal, we are finitesimal, finitesimal. So, we should never compare ourselves to Lord Krishna. We are persons, he is persons, Chaitanas Chaitananam, but he is the supreme person and we are the small person. We can never become Krishna, unlike the impersonalist class of men and women who think that I have become God or compare themselves, compare themselves to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vaishnava class of men and women always consider themselves the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We never compare ourselves to the Lord. Even the spiritual master, there are different types of spiritual masters. There is the Diksha Guru, the Shiksha Guru, and the Vartma Pradarshika Guru. The Diksha Guru gives formal initiation. The Shiksha Guru, he's giving instruction. And the Vartmana Pradarshika Guru, that's the personality who first introduced one to Krishna consciousness, as we heard so nicely explained yesterday by Ananta Kirtan Prabhu. People that are introducing others. You are all gurus, Bharma Pradarshika gurus, because you're introducing people to Krishna consciousness. People that knew nothing. Of course, Srila Prabhupada states in Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Chaitanya, who is within the memory of all living entities. We all know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but we've forgotten. And therefore, when one reminds another of one's eternal relationship with Krishna, of Krishna consciousness, by distributing books especially, by distributing prasadam, transcendental foodstuffs, it's mystifying. They eat the prasadam and they at once become transcendentalized. Even sometimes I think they came to our table at one book fair, and someone was complaining, don't eat that food because they put something in it. Someone was saying they put in it saltpeter. In the Navy during World War II, 40s, mid-40s, the servicemen used to take saltpeter. I don't know exactly what it is, but the result is that it makes one like a monk or a monkess, that it takes away one's desires. So someone was coming up and saying they put saltpeter in their burfi. Of course, another guy came by. He was from Oklahoma. We were somewhere in the south, Georgia. And he said, what do you call this? I think I've told you before, but I told him, this is burfi. He said, I ain't going to eat no bird feed. Then we started calling it energy bars. He thought we said bird feed, his plugged up ears due to Maya. And we didn't want him to make that offense to Holy Prasadam. It has a transcendental effect. The books, transcendental effect if one touches. If one reads one shloka or just one word, or touches the Bhagavatam, they become transcendentalized. What to speak? Also the holy name. If one hears the chanting of the holy name in the Sankirtan movement, or one hears the name of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada was asked at one time, what should we say to them on Sankirtan? And Srila Prabhupada's response was, Krishna swadamo bhagate dharma janadibi saha. That this Srimad Bhagavatam is as brilliant as the sun, and it has risen just after the departure of Lord Krishna. So I thought, we should say something like that. And Vaisheshika Prabhu was running around. I think we were in Atlanta Airport when we first heard that instruction, 1975 or 76, with Svavas Prabhu and Tadit Prabhu. And Vaish was running around literally saying, excuse me, sir, Krishna swadamo bhagate dharma janadibi saha. Kalo drisham nisham desha purnarko dunodita. This, Srimad Bhagavatam. And we were at that time selling the Adi Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Volume 1. Big, huge, thick book. Very difficult, but they gave us, there was 20,000 copies printed, we had to distribute them. So he was telling people directly, this Srimad Bhagavatam is arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna. And people were businessmen, were giving donations because they thought, oh, that's very interesting. I tried it a few times. They wouldn't buy. So I had to go back to my old lines that were a derivative of this Srimad Bhagavatam is as brilliant as the sun. Like, hey man, where are you coming in from? Type of thing. I got friends in that part of town. But this is the power of Srimad Bhagavatam, the power of the holy names of the Lord, the power of Krishna Prasadam. So when we introduce someone by giving Prasadam, the holy names, and Srila Prabhupada's books, we are gurus. Jaledako Taikaha Krishna Upadash. Prabhupada quoted so many times. You become guru. It was the quote of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Kurma, the Brahmin. He wanted to go with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, no. Jaledako Taikaha Krishna Upadesha Maragyai Guruhan Taredash. Everywhere you go, everyone you meet, you give him the science of Krishna consciousness as taught in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is becoming guru. You become guru by giving the holy names, by giving Krishna Prasadam, by giving Srila Prabhupada's transcendental literatures. So of these three gurus, the Diksha Guru, the Shiksha Guru, and the Vartma Pradarshika Guru, the most important of them is the Shiksha Guru, especially in our line, because that Shiksha Guru is the one who is giving us instruction in the understanding of Krishna consciousness. And we all have the greatest of fortunes, an unbelievable fortune, that Srila Prabhupada is our Shiksha Guru. Everyone in ISKCON. You're getting instruction even after Prabhupada's departure, in his books, in his lectures, in his Guru Puja, in dreams. Srila Prabhupada is coming to everyone, is available to everyone as Shiksha Guru. Of course, one has to accept Diksha Guru. And in our Gaudiya, Vaishnav Gaudiya line, it's not a Ritvik process where after the spiritual master leaves, one still accepts initiation. You'll be interested to know there's a Hindu group, very, very popular. After their spiritual master left, they divided into two groups. One group said autobiography of a yogi should not be changed. And the other group said, we have to edit this autobiography of a yogi. The editing group, interestingly, accepted the old guru who passed away in 1952 as the guru of everyone. He initiates people in 2019. And the unedited group, we just played kirtan with the bhaktas and few people at this unedited group of self-realization. They have a modern day guru, a living guru. So the two groups, they went to court to fight over who gets the rights to the book that was written. I think it's called Autobiography of a Yogi. We won't mention any names. What is the group or who is the guru? But in the court, the judge rendered decision after many years of fighting that the one group can have a red cover and the other group, the unedited edition, and the other group have a blue cover for the edited version. And they're still going on, both groups, these days. I thought it was very interesting because by nature, these things are happening in this world. But as I was saying, we have the great fortune, all of us, that Srila Prabhupada is our Shiksha Guru, at least. We all have a great connection. New Bhaktin has great connection to Srila Prabhupada. Because you're reading Prabhupada's books, you're hearing every Sunday at least Srila Prabhupada's lectures, you're taking his instructions. Of course, you have your Diksha Guru in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. But we have that great fortune that not only we have our Diksha Guru, but we have that Shiksha Guru. Big Shiksha Guru. And of course there are many little Shishyas who give us instruction. Every day someone's giving class, giving nice instruction. That is Shishya. So we take instruction. Even Vaishnav can take instruction from some inferior place. From a dirty place, even one can get, how does that go? Gold? Gold from a dirty place. Is it? So one can get instruction from anywhere. But we have the great fortune that our spiritual master is there. And then you are all spiritual masters by going out and preaching. You are Vartma Pradarshika Gurus. One time we were at, I think it was O'Hare Airport. And it was just after Srila Prabhupada had departed. And Vaisesika Prabhu was sitting on one of the big metal insurance machines. They had a place where you fill out the insurance. I don't know if they still have those. He was sitting. I said, "What are you doing, Prabhuji?" And he said, "We're gurus, and this is my Vyasa-san, the insurance machine at O'Hare Airport." So, Vartma Pradarshika Guru, that's also a smaller type of guru, very important. You introduce. I remember the persons that introduced me to Krishna consciousness and taught me how to chant the Mahamantra. One Maharaji from Los Angeles in, I think, 1971, came to stay with her brother in a cabin in Kings Canyon National Park in Grants Grove in the forest, about 3 hours from here. He was working in the National Forest, as was I, and he was my roommate. I had heard about Krishna consciousness, and I had heard the album of the devotees that had come out, The Happening, and I liked the chanting of Govinda Jai Jai. And I wasn't so keen on Hare Krishna because I had met a few Hare Krishnas that were a little bit pushy with me, as they could be, as they still are. And so I was going every morning and chanting with a stick of incense in the forest before sunrise. Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. I had my own movement. I was the only one in that movement, but it was my movement. I was a little bit puffed up, to say the least. So this Mataji came. She's now passed away. And she was dressed in sari and had tilak and Bhagavad Gita and whatever books were available in 71, Nectar, Devotion, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. And she started preaching like anything to us in the cabin in the forest. When we weren't working, we were workers. And she taught us the real principles of Krishna consciousness. She taught us the essence of devotional service, which we didn't know. We knew a few things here and there from rumor, and we knew something. We had studied with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. We had studied with the Yogi Autobiography Fellow. Not personally, but in his books. And we were thinking, comparing ourselves to Krishna. Krishna sits down and meditates, but we shouldn't compare ourselves to Krishna. So, this personality or personalities who introduce us to Krishna consciousness, they're very important. Gurus, Bhartma Pradarshika Guru. And all of you are Vartma Pradarshika Gurus. You're introducing people on a daily basis. Here's Prashadam. Here's Srila Prabhupada's books. Here is the holy names of Krishna. They're walking by. They hear the chanting. Just like I've told the story before, but there was one lady, she was a Christian. We were doing kirtan at the mountain here. I forget the name. Mount Baldy. Yeah. And because of our physical condition, all the interfaith people were going up the mountain. We were chanting at the bottom of the greeting center, whatever they call it, as people were going up. So everyone came by and heard the chanting. We were invited every year. So one lady, a few years ago, 2 years ago, I believe, 3 years ago, came up to us and said, "How are you doing, sir?" I said, "Oh, I'm okay." In between kirtan, or at the end of kirtan. She said, "I have to tell you, I had a heart attack and I was actually passed away just 3 months ago." I said, "No kidding, I had no idea. I would have come, to see you. I'm so sorry." She said, "Yeah, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that my heart stopped beating and I saw vividly the golden Krishnas chanting." I said, "Really?" She said they were chanting and I was going to join them. I said, "Well, you've seen the Temple Bhajan band before." It wasn't the Temple Bhajan band. This was the golden Krishnas, not the off-color, off-white Krishnas. She didn't say that, I said that. She said that they were chanting and it was the divine spiritual. And I was touched that this lady is a Christian, a devout Christian. But when her heart stopped beating, she saw the golden Krishnas. So whether she saw Harinam or not, or it was actually something totally transcendental, I can't say. But how important is it, our work of chanting, dancing, distributing prasadam, and giving Srila Prabhupada's books, that people can be so moved that even in their death, a non-devotee, so to speak, can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the golden Krishnas. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
So the guy who asked about the bird thing, is that the same guy who asked about the women in Krishna consciousness?
No. There was a big fat guy at a book fair. And the other was at the Houston airport. He was actually a Texan.
Oh,
In a cowboy hat, skinny, tall guy. I remember him. What are women like over there? I said, "Well, they're taught to be chaste." He said, "Well, that's all right. I don't mind chasing them." That's a different story. I've told these stories repeatedly, but the new bhaktas didn't hear. I don't think they heard the one about the golden Krishnas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, everyone's heard that. I told it 2